I was sad to hear this morning that Alan Colmes passed away at age 66, a guy who was a great friend to the show, a great friend to me, actually. He came to my office in New York City, known to many of Hannity and Colmes' fame. I did not know that he was ill, but we did exchange some emails a few months ago. Great, great guy, just such an overwhelmingly, I don't know, just a genuinely nice guy, liberal radio host, Fox News Radio. And it's a big, big loss to the talk radio community. I know many mutual friends are also very, very upset about this. And this was news to me this morning, announced through the Talkers magazine daily email, and then articles starting to trickle in about it. I first reached out to Alan Colmes actually back in 2005. It was at the very beginning of the David Pakman show. Pat was like 6 months old at the time. And I said, hey, I want to grow. I started this community radio show. I want to grow it. He wrote me back and said, here's what I would do. We were in touch again in 2008. And again, he wrote me back saying, it's great that you're growing. Here's what I would do next. Shortly before I moved to New York City, he wrote to me as the show was growing. He noticed it. He said, let's get together when you're in town. We went to a coffee shop. He talked to me for a while. He came to my tiny studio in New York City with the guy who ran his website, hung out, had me up to his studio at Fox News, had me on his show at Fox News. I would email him whenever I had a question about, hey, Alan, there's an advertiser, a potential advertiser, and, I'm just not sure about whether it's a match, ethically, morally, whatever. And he gave me advice that I think most of you would absolutely respect when it came to that. And post-election, we did exchange a couple of emails just about how crazy things were politically. And always, always a really good guy to me and to the show. So 66 years old, passed away this morning, as I understand it. Alan Colmes, nice person, great broadcaster, truly sad. And I actually remember when I was in graduate school at Bentley University outside of Boston, I was still living in Western Massachusetts, and I would have night classes because I was in an evening master's degree program. And I'd be driving home late. And at the time, Alan Colmes would be on at least the local radio station. I don't remember what time he was live at this point, but his radio show would be on 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. or 10 p.m. to midnight. And I would listen to him. He was one of the actual, before I completely got off of sort of listening to radio at that time of day, he was one of the people I most listened to. And he will absolutely be missed. And a lot of people sharing favorite Alan Colmes moments. One that I liked was, he would get calls from just absolute horrible, horrible right-wing trolls. And he was really a master at managing them on the air. And it was, I think it's abundantly clear that I saw his way of dealing with some of these trolls as effective, and probably try to incorporate some of that into how I deal with trolls that call into the show. So he will be missed. Very, very sad news for the progressive radio community. We've got a great bonus show for you today. We will talk about davidpakman.com poll results. We've got a Maryland tattoo parlor which covers up racist tattoos for free, and also surprisingly strong views about a particular issue that maybe isn't really a big issue to a lot of people. For the president of Iceland, what is this issue? How is he weighing in? We will discuss all of those stories and more on the bonus show. Sign up at davidpakman.com/membership. The coupon code, I voted 17, it's available. It gets you a major, major discount. And by all means, use that code.